Alright, we are live. Alright guys, welcome to the stream. More Yu-Gi-Oh! Early Days collection. So last stream, for those wondering, we finished the first game. So today we're going to be moving to the second game, Dark Duel Stories, which is not the one that was released outside of Japan. That's the fourth one, but they're both called Dark Duel Stories, so they're not the same game, put it that way, but we are going to be playing this one, which is the first time it's been released outside of Japan, so it's on the it's a Game Boy Color game, by the way, so yeah, welcome to the world of Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters 2. Please enter your name. God, every game, or every game's movement, or everything is changed every single time. Yeah, no. I have to do this every fucking time, unfortunately. Give me a sec. Any other buttons? Enter. Sure, starting the enter. Also, fast forward is always the same. Rewind, I don't think I'll use. So, alright, everything else seems fine. I was already wondering why the buttons weren't working. But, I guess that's gonna be changed in between every single game, so. Oh, the A's over here. Yeah, also, unlike the first game, this one I've never played before. But it seems like most of the things, there's a couple things different from this one compared to the old one. Also, you get to just see every opponent immediately, which is interesting. Yeah, Panic is not new. Paradox are new. I know that much. So those are two new opponents, and there's more cards in this game. I don't know if it even matters who we face, but there are more cards in this version. Instead of, I think, 365 or 350, whatever, there's now like 700 cards. Don't know if the thing's any different, but it seems like we've got like 3 Magmol zombies. Also, this game has a deck cost. That's been added, which makes sense in a way to balance things out a bit more. And also looks like our deck's like way weaker to begin with than the last game. Because most of the monsters I'm seeing here are not really stronger than like 300 and 400, 500. Oh, alright. Guess would have been easy. There's 720 cards in this game, I guess. And our deck, okay, that's monster side. Yeah, our deck looks like it's pretty trash, honestly. Is that Hinotama or Hinotama Soul? Hinotama Soul. But yeah, now all the sprites at least do have color, which is fun. And there are more cards. There's actually like trap cards in this game. But it does seem like you're still okay, now you can end the turn just like that. Alright, there's no more forcing to attack, it seems like. Alright, Zone Eater. Oh yeah, that's another big thing. This game has a whole element thing, which is, I guess, like, it's a way for you to be able to beat, I guess, opponents who have stronger monsters than you. So, kind of unfortunate that he immediately got a card to destroy our Hinotama's Soul, but whatever. Also, now we have to manually do this stuff. Alright. Curtain of the Dark Ones. Yeah, the creepo. I will say the crash thing is a lot more extreme, and another thing I've noticed is that it's all a little bit slower. I can only imagine that it's probably been slightly sped up in the remake. Or Dark Duel the story, the one that came out in pretty much worldwide, right? In North America and whatever. Alright, end turn. But that's the one thing I'm noticing, is that this is a little slower than the first game. Which honestly, the first game went pretty quickly in that sort of stuff. But like the two major things are definitely the fact that deck cost is a thing now, and that there's an element system. See the zone here. I'm imagining that I don't even know who we're facing. I'm assuming Tristan, right? I wonder if this game is going to be harder or easier. Something tells me that the game's probably going to be slightly harder than the first game. Ooh, Morphing Jar, that's a good card. But it does look like our strongest guys are around that 600 to 700 range. Which I think in the... Also, you're not forced to play a card, which is interesting. Because that's also a new thing that wasn't in the first one. So you don't have to, I guess, use a card, although it does mean that you don't draw. You might be able to discard cards, though. I'll have to look into that. Alright, we got Oguchi, who is not good. But at least it now shows you the monster like that. So we had our first victory against Tristan. Something tells me that Tristan probably does not have good drops like at all. I think I'll try to beat everyone at least once before, and obviously moving on to 5 victories. Put you in defense mode. Alright, Shadow Spectre. Well, Curtain of the Dark Ones beats over that. Sure, Morphing Jar. Pop the trick. So with deck building now, you have to at least be a little more careful with not going over the deck cost, obviously. And, you know, you want to probably have a healthy amount of every element or type, whatever you want to call it. Although, the adding of types does allow you to kind of like fill your deck very specifically to beat one opponent, because presumably something like, let's say, Weevil will probably have, for the most part, forest monsters, so you can probably pretty easily beat him with like a fire-based deck or pyro-based deck. Yeah, we have a lot of Mech Mole zombies. It wouldn't surprise me if Joey does have, like, Baby Dragon. Also, I'll say that this will probably get a bit more exciting the moment we leave area 1, because then it's about actual like back. Then it'll be more back and forth. Yeah, it does not look like you can just discard a card in this game, because otherwise that would be pretty good. Because I believe you always just draw till 5 cards in your hand, so you could technically just discard like 3 cards to draw 3 cards in a turn. I believe it's not in this one, but I think it's in the next one, in the next Yu-Gi-Oh game. As well, looking at the order, once this is finished, we'll be doing, I guess, we'll be doing a, like, more of like a spin-off game. It was Capsule Monsters Breed and Battle, which obviously has never come out outside of Japan, and it'll be something a little different from these games, which are all at least a little similar. Like, the TCG doesn't really change much in these first couple games. It's kind of just the same thing over and over again. At least I think for the first 4 games. And I don't know... Like, the 4th one has 3 different decks, and I can't tell you if I'm going to do all 3 of them. We got Fiend's Hand, which is 600 by 600, which is an obvious improvement for our deck. So we'll put that in the deck. Question of what we don't need. Probably don't need Zone either. And we immediately draw into it. That's nice. I still wonder if they even attack into your defense mode monsters if they can't beat it. I kind of just assume that they probably don't. Sinister Serpent. Here's Gale Dog. What's Gale Dog about? To me, it's now Gale Dog. But I don't think these first 4 opponents, or the first 4 opponents will be any difficulty. It's just hoping we get at least like a good card from them here or there. Though I don't know what date. I don't know what they would drop that'd be even good. Sometimes the opponent would drop like pretty good spell cards. So... Also, everything is naturally a bit slower with the monsters being weaker, so it just takes longer to finish someone off. Karibo has been dealt with. So at like the bare minimum, I'm hoping to be able to finish Area 1 in this stream. Which, you know, unless we die anytime, that'd be 20 battles. Oh? We accidentally made a fusion monster. Yeah, fusion is also in this game, but you need some outside knowledge of what makes a fusion, which... Like, I know most of the fusions in Forbidden Memories and in Duels of the Roses, but I don't know how many of those carry over or have been carried over from this game. Alright, give us something at least decent, right? Kime's, it's not really that useful. Oh, but we accidentally faced you again. Well, whatever. We need to face you off again. We need to face you anyways. Hooray, we got another Fiend's Hand again. Something defense. Ooh, Skellingle. I didn't know we had Skellingle in the deck. That's a 900 monster. That's pretty good. Also, the deck cost is determined by just attack plus defense in this game. Outside of a couple monsters, there are a couple monsters that are 255 because they don't want you to, I guess, have them in your normal deck. And spell cards have also like a specific cost. Although a lot of them are quite overpriced, or at least quite expensive to put into the deck. Although then on the opposite side, traps are really undervalued in this one in terms of deck cost. Oh no. It seems like they will basically always go for the kill if it's possible. Hey, look at that. Guess who's back? Back again. So, White Dolphin does not look like a dolphin at all. Honeywell. Good job, fish. And that is a victory. One Fungi of the Musk. I think that's 400, 200 monster. 400, 300 monster. Yeah. Let's see what Yuki gives. Like I said, I'm not expecting them to really give us any good monster cards. But like, maybe there's a shot that they give you like a half decent spell card or something like that. Actually, she's Dancing Elf is not a warrior. Also, Magmol Zombie is, well, I mean, it's probably eternally seen as a monster that is a zombie, but, like, I don't know, it actually does say it's a zombie. Who knows? We know that, very specific fusion, and let's see if there's like any other anything else I can think of in terms of like what would potentially make like a good fusion. All I know is Magmol Zombie plus Warrior makes Zombie Warrior with its 1200 is at least at this point better than anything the opponent can throw at us. Unless Yugi suddenly throws out a Dark Magician, which wouldn't 100% surprise me. Ah, it's only 300, but it's better than nothing. Oh no, Sinister Serpent. He died. That's something. I mean, little Chimera, it's not bad. Morphing jar, let's go. I think I don't think we have enough to beat him yet. I think we're slightly too weak. Oh wait, never mind. I think we are. I think we did just barely manage it. Nice. Alright, nice. That's our first victory on Yugi, which gives us what? It gives us Black Land Fire Dragon. God damn! Okay, Yugi! Just give us like a way stronger monster. Alright, Gucci, you can leave. Blackland Fire Dragon. The cost is 23, right? Which, let's be honest, really isn't even that high. Did we forget to put Blackland Fire Dragon in? Why can't I... we're not at that duelist level yet. Huh. Our duelist level is 39, I think. Oh no, never mind. That's the amount of cards we have in our deck. Alright, Key Maze. You go in our deck. Is there anywhere I can just check what my duelist level is? 17. I'm gonna assume we can use it once it's 23. Because that is its deck cost. That's gonna be my assumption at least. Spot the trick, McMole Zombie. This dude, he looks like he's ready for a fight. Well, let's throw in one of our McMole zombies. You know, it'd be really overpowered if, like, female plus Earth still makes, like, mystical sand. Alright, we're getting, like, all our strong guys here. Aha. Still, Blackland Fire Dragon is a good drop, though. Like, that will probably be good enough. I mean, oh, Magician. Oh, it's Magician of Faith. I thought it was Magician of Black. I just saw Magician and was thinking of Dark Magician. I'm like, oh god. So interesting how they targeted. Okay, I'm a fucking idiot. It's interesting that he targets McMole Zombie, not Hero Shadow Scout, because Hero Shadow Scout is, of course, like a little stronger. But yeah, your big threatening monster can at least be taken down by just elements, like right here, Shadow taking care of Light. It's unfortunate for us, but Mystic Lamp, you can go die now. shame. But whatever. We still won. Boom. Alright, what are we getting now? You won the Time Wizard! It is Dreams, which I don't know how many Dream monsters we even have. But, how much did that change? Duel level is still 17. Okay. It did not increase. But, that's fine. Time Wizard and Blackland Fire Dragon. The Chimera is pretty easy. What is Masked Clown? Sabina Tamas. A little Chimera. Queen's Double at least has some good fusions going for it. Yeah, we don't need that. It's another Fiend monster. We've got actually quite a lot of Fiend monsters, so... Time Wizard should be capable of being used. Something tells me he doesn't have too many Dream monsters. Nope. Hooray. A Dark Land. I suppose it's a bit better that it starts off quite easy and gets hard than starting out super hard and then just getting like insanely easy, because that happens in plenty of games as well, where the beginning of the game is just brutally hard for the rest of the game to just be a breeze. But it doesn't seem to be really the case with this one. If anything, the first opponents are all kinda meh. I mean, fair enough, I guess. Like, they want you to kinda, you know, get how things go, I think. It's not in all Yu-Gi-Oh! Games. Like, Duelist of the Roses starts off rough. Like, that game kind of requires you to know how to make fusions, and like your starter decks kind of suck. And it's interesting because in Duels of the Roses you can go like two paths, and one path sets you up against Thea, and another path sets you up against Weevil, and Weevil is like way harder than Thea. Haha. Do your thing, Masked Clown. We might actually win this one. This turn, yes. The boys have enough. Alright, victory 3 against Yugi. What do you give us now? Rainbow Flower. Do a Scorpion, cool. Caterpillar. I like that art. I will say a lot of the artworks are pretty fun in this game. Generally, I'd say that old Yu-Gi-Oh had just some tremendous art. Well, some of them admittedly look a little odd. Still, though, even something like the melting red shadow looks pretty interesting. We're getting some strong boys here. Got a bone mouse. Seems most of our deck is fiend monsters though. A lot of weak fiend and water or aqua monsters in our opening deck, but sure we can turn this into a very good deck with a little bit of patience. And just some grinding, to be honest, right? Like, I'm assuming our deck level goes up by a decent bit once we get a little further into the game. But in another sense, like when I'm thinking about it, most cards don't go over the cost of 50, so I'm not 100% sure if deck level is like, or your duelist level is related to the deck cost. I mean, to how much the deck costs to use. Jinzo 7, I mean, it is 500. I mean, our deck cost is now 8, or deck dual level is now 18. So there's that. 4 victories, just one more victory, and then we'll have beaten Yugi the required 5 times. Yeah, he's still grayed out. Jinzo 7, you may as well just put it in for bat. We're not really struggling with deck cost at the moment. And we probably won't until maybe we start getting some spell cards. Alright, where's Jinzo 7 at? It's a strong opening hand, I gotta say that at least. Alright, that's unfortunate. Well, Arcadity doesn't really have many shadow monsters, so our live monster should be able to run riot here. With that I mean very specific. Okay, never mind. He just, god damn it! I said nothing. Never mind. Isn't that great? Tentacle plant, you go in. Make me eat my words immediately. We'll shall be glad once we're past the beginning portion. Because the beginning portion is, to me at least, like the most repetitive. It's the least, like, smooth ride, so to speak. Oh, awesome. I kind of figured that much. Yeah, it seems like it's just the best idea to not attack a face-down monster with your newest card. Unless you're pretty certain that it's not a certain element. Like I said, at the moment it's kind of on... Like when you think of Yugi, you don't really say, "Pooh, he will probably never use this type of monster," but I think at the moment they just use a combination of just the weakest monsters in the game. At the moment it really is just, hey, you got monster with 500 attack, well, opponent can't do anything to win anymore. Unless he, of course, gets the right elements to take care of your guys, the right type. Like, how does it? It doesn't even tell you what type, element, whatever we want to call it. I'm gonna say element probably. I mean, what I'm probably gonna do is just mix it up in between, but. Hopefully we can win his next turn, and then we'll have at least beaten Yugi 5 times, and then we're already a certain... we'd have done a certain bit of progression at least. Alright. Let's think. Machine... What do we have? Alright. This would be pretty diabolical if that fusion did work. Ho ho ho! It does! Oh, that's really fucking strong! God damn, that's a really strong fusion. I did not realize we had that. God, that knowledge, that fucking Duelers of the Roses knowledge. Alright, we get Ooh, Griffor is also really strong. But Griffor costs 27. Which is like way more than thingy. Deck level is still 18, so let's go and take on Joester. Presumably Griffor is also blacked out, right? Like him. Yeah, Skull's thingy is blacked out because we just don't have him. Just get rid of Uguchi and then just see. He's blacked out because we can't. Nope, therefore we can't use either. Let's go back to Uguchi. He's around here somewhere. Yeah, over here. Yeah, here in details, he is not dark and loud. And that isn't either. But he's darn happy because we don't have any more left. Is the distinction, at least that I'm making here. What do we get? We got a warrior here. Patatrick is a female female is a fiend monster apparently, and not a. It started with Hinatama Soul. Oh, great. Machine would probably do something with Dragon, but dragons are quite rare. We have 3 Magmol zombies, so we're probably due to get one right there. Fungi of the Musk. No, but Queen of the Autumn Leaves. Ooh, devious little fusion, I know. God, that would probably mean Mystical Sand is indeed Earth plus female monster. Okay, this time it's short. Oh no, never mind. It is still zombie warrior. Haha. These fusions are great. Too bad I can't do them all in one turn. I have to wait 2 turns to get them on the field. But maybe that balances things out a bit more. Time to test that theory out. Time to test out a theory. very few monsters that can beat Mystical Sand if he does exist like that. And if it doesn't work, we can always throw out a thingy. Ah, beautiful. I love that I have the ancient knowledge. Let's fucking go, Mystical Sand. Goodbye, Zombie Warrior. I mean, it isn't an instant win because they can obviously still throw out like a wind monster to finish it off. But obviously, this puts a lot of value in female monsters because I just know that these two female fusions are really strong. Alright, what are you giving us? Shogun. Hey, that is not the worst card. Although, I don't know how many Beast Warriors and Beasts we're using. I guess Beast plus female would make Necrogal too, probably, right? If it's even in the game. I also want to just make a quick little look-see. You have 5 of a certain monster. But like Shogun, the details are grayed out because I think its cost is 20. But for instance, Zone Eater at the moment is not grayed out. Alright, that does indicate that we aren't good enough for Shogun, I guess. There's also one monster we had 5 times, which is pretty insane. Oh, we got 5 Red Ball Zombies! We got 5 of them in the deck. I thought we had 3. I guess there's no limit yet. Ooh, 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 ooh. That's good. You are a beast. This might just make Necrogal 2 as well. I don't know if Necrogal 2 is in the game though. Let's put you in defense mode. Maybe he doesn't beat over it. I'm hoping at least. He might. Damn. Could have been beautiful. Alas. Oh, might even be more beautiful. Haha. What else do you got? Nah, they massacred my boy. I didn't even know we had him. But how are you gonna call him Slime Toad? It's Frog the Jam. They really just renamed him Slime Toad instead of. This is just blasphemy. That's Frog the Jam in my heart. Hey, Gildogra. Let's go. It is quite nice to have Mystical Sand. That speeds up a lot. Instead of it taking 10 turns, we do it in like 6. Now I just need to figure out some other fusions. Otherwise than that, like, obviously, any female monster we get, we put in the deck immediately, right? Because there's a lot of versatility. Because, like, if we have a female monster, we just need either a beast, a forest monster, or a, I mean, I guess plant. It needs to be a plant very specifically. We got a Time Wizard for you as well. The Time Wizard is not Dark Water, at least. And might make a fusion with Baby Dragon immediately. But that one I'm a little less sure about. Let's just throw him down. Please double. Oh no! He had a dark plant who was Shadow? Or Fiend. Yeah. There's a lot of Fiend monsters, so like so like Time Wizard really isn't like spectacular because Fiend's so common. I think the vast majority of monsters in this game are Fiend, so. Amoeba. Bone mouse. Fungi of the Mosque. I think most of our deck is Fiend, and one thing about Fiend though is that Fiends do not have... Fiends don't have a whole lot of fusion options, although this is actually a warrior. So... yeah, they do make zombie warrior. I mean, I guess it makes sense. Should have probably known about that. So Gildogra is an insect, though. So Gildogra might not actually make the fusion work. I don't know if we used him as a fusion material. I'm thinking of it a bit more basically, like with Forest, but it's probably based on the secondary thing. Like a beast. Like what? You're warrior too? Oh no, you're fiend. You guys zombie fiend. Is there like a would beast and zombie? Plant plus zombie would make wood remains, you'd think, right? If that's even in this game. Yeah, it does. Haha, look at that, we got wood remains. Well, zombie work just finished this off anyways. Yeah, it seems to be using most of the same fusions of Forbidden Memories, which... a good thing I know a couple of them. We got the L arm of the Forbidden one. Big L here. He costs 55 though. Was that the 5th win or was that the 4th win? It's the 4th win. Our deck, our leader thingy is now 20. Which, now I'm gonna just check Sogan out real quick if we can now use that. Because if we can, that would mean that it wouldn't take very long for us to be able to use basically all the cards. So, Shogun, we can now use, yeah, no, it is, your duels level is directly linked to the cost of this card. We're not really using a whole lot of Beast Warriors and Beasts at the moment, so not going in the deck immediately, but... And the arm I definitely can't use for a while. Let's look, what are you? You're probably Fiend, right? Actually, you're Aqua Fiend. As opposed to you being Reptile. Reptile, I think it does have some things going for it. Let's start off with you in defense mode. I'm slightly afraid that we might just lose Zombie Warrior immediately to whatever this is. Okay, well, at least we didn't. But he could just throw a live monster and immediately kill Zombie Warrior if he wants to. He does not, which is nice, because I don't think he has a whole lot of light monsters, would be my estimate. He seems to have mostly plants, honestly. Let's go. 900 damage. But, yeah, the knowledge of the fusions probably will allow us to be able to beat these second stage opponents, I think, a decent bit earlier. You're Aqua, I'd imagine. You're Zombie, probably. Well, let's just throw you in there. Why would you not be able to beat this thing? Yeah. Well, we're going to do 2100 damage here. It's really good, actually. $5,000. I will say, Fiend being like both a monster type and like the element is a bit odd. To me, at least. Especially when there's like fiends that are not classified as being fiends. Or you have an aqua monster that isn't being classified as being an aqua. This thing is a little odd. Ah. Do you have enough to finish this off? Yes, good. Our 5th victory against Joester. What do we get as the last card? Final Flame. That is 200 life point. That's 150 cost for this. That is so terrible. Like, that is unbelievably crap. Alright, we have Rio, Bakura, and Honda left, or Tristan. Yeah, it's always good to start with a female launcher. We're gonna try it. I want to try and see if this turns into Necrogal too. It does. Haha. How many pyros do you think Bakura would have? Like, I think the weakest pyro monster is literally like a Flame Viper with 500, so it seems quite unlikely for the opponent to have that. Same goes for Thunder. Thunder doesn't seem very common either. At least in this first stage, probably because like the weakest Thunder monsters are like Caminati Kozo with like 700, and for right now that's considered like decently strong. Most of the monsters here are like Earth, Wood, Fiend, and Light. Ooh. Teammates is female. You count a zombie, right? Yeah. Zombie female doesn't do anything. What am I fucking... What am I doing? I'm assuming you're fairy or spellcaster. Yeah, fairy. We win anyways, so it doesn't matter. Nice! Oh, it looks like I lost. Keep on getting more cards until you're strong. Your deck is as strong as can be. Ancient Jar. You know what we say about those jars. Ancient Jar is actually pretty decent for the deck to make. The thingy. Alright, I mean, we probably should just rid ourselves of a bunch of fiend monsters. The legendary Ancient Jar. Niren Jar. Ancient Jar's old. Ancient Jar should be in the first 200, yeah. Ooh, boy. Boy. We start out with Haniwa. And you rightfully go away. Then I make this beautiful little fusion to make mystical sand. And now it's time to stomp you out. Yep. There's not many wind. We haven't seen many wind monsters either yet, so. Don't trust that. Oh, never mind. Your shadow. Also, made the right choice there. Shadow gets destroyed by dreams. I haven't really seen many dream opponents either. In general, it doesn't really feel like there are many dream monsters, so there's, you know, that. Zone Eater. But you immediately get to just do 2100 here with Mystical Sand. Fucking beautiful. We got a lot of mech moles on these, so you can make that zombie warrior thingy if you really want to. I think they're insect. I don't think this will work. It doesn't. But I thought it was worth at least a try. Insects are also pretty terrible in terms of fusions, as in they have literally no fusions, I think. I'm just trying to get a little bit of a rough look at what we can do for fusions at the moment. Dragon plus Zombie can probably make Dragon Zombie with 1600, who isn't too bad either. Hey, goodbye, Skull Servant. Haha. What do we get? What do we get? We get an Gucci, alright. I mean, the cost is very low. That's the one thing you can at least do is fill your deck with like have the monster being super low cost, and then having a bunch of really strong monsters as well. Alright. What do we want to start off with? We'll start off with Curtain of the Dark Ones because it's one of our strongest on there. One of our stronger monsters. Alright, we can make that Mech Molder Zombie. Although, admittedly, Plant plus Warrior probably just means, or probably just makes Bean Soldier. I think Bean Soldier's in this game. He's not that old. I mean, he's not that new of a monster, I think. Other than that, I think Earth plus Warrior makes Minamushi Warrior. If it would be in the game, which I'm not 100% sure. We have a lot of these guys, honestly. Throw you in there. As for Machine, I guess Machine plus Warrior would make Cyber Soldier, who is 1500 attack, which is not bad either. You might even be able to make like Pumpkin the King of Ghosts if we get like. Are you Zombie or Warrior? I'm gonna try something here. This might not be the best. This might be interesting. This might make Pumpkin the King of Ghosts, or might bust. Ooh! Ha ha! Ha ha! Look at that. We got Pumpkin the King of Ghosts. Yeah, that's quite strong. I think Wood Remains plus Zombie would make Pumpkin the King of Ghosts as well. Maybe. Got morphing jar. Light ma. Just bring you in. Yeah, we got this. Let's go, Pumpkin to kill ghosts. Yeah, and after like an hour, we beat Bakura, Joey, and Yugi 5 times. So now we just have to beat Tristan 5 times. Miller's Radiant. He's a beast. No, literally, he's just a beast monster. But yeah, beast isn't terrible. But I think the best strategy we could have is have our beast plants and Earth monster be decently strong, with our female monsters just being the added fusion to put on top of it. There's Starboy. you do your thing, Starboy. He's a warrior. Beast plus warrior, I don't know if that would make anything. Let's just throw Mech Mole Zombie on it. To be fair, Warrior plus Aqua might also make something. It might make... Actually, I think that's Fish. I think Fish plus Warrior makes WoW Warrior. But Starboy is not a fish. He is... He's just not a fish, guys. I'm sorry. You don't have to plan on us, yeah? No, we don't. Alright. Presumably, if you've got a stronger zombie or a stronger warrior, you make armored zombie instead. But for the moment, me and Zombie War is pretty good for this point in the game. And probably quite solid for the next portion of the game as well. Added to the fact that we got Blackland Fire Dragon, who is pretty solid too. We got a machine. I think there's at least something there in terms of fusions we can make. To be fair, it's probably a fish again. Fish plus machine, I think, might make Mizero Zume or whatever the fuck it's called. At least looks a little bit similar to Mech Bass. If y'all are familiar with Mech Bass. What do we get? The Time Wizard. Beast plus machine. I'm trying to think if Beast and Machine would make something together. Maybe Giga Tech Wolf? Hey, look at that! Look at that! My knowledge of the secret arts is just amazing. Let's go, Giga Tech Wolf. Just put you there, just for now. You know what? You're a spellcaster, right? I'm gonna end turn right now. Just wanna check something. Come on. Is this gonna make what I think it's gonna make? Is this gonna make Uwishioni? It is! Yeah, boy! That's what I'm talking about. I am the Grandmaster. You could not believe these plays. Alright, what are we getting? A Zone Eater. Aqua. Not the best lineup here, at least not for fusions. Reptile. Although you are fish. Fish has some things it can do. Like, I believe you should make Wild Warrior with something like this, right? Well, what did I tell you guys? The secret arts. You probably have never even seen this monster, I've ever heard of this. But this is Wild Warrior. Ooh. You know what's next? It's Ancient Jarring time. You're a fairy and you're a spellcaster, right? No, you're both fairies, but you count as females, more importantly, to make mystical sand. Pyro, God, I find the Pyro fusions to be kind of inconsistent, all things considered. It's gonna be beautiful what I'm gonna be doing next turn. Like, next turn you're gonna witness another fusion. Hoo-ha! Mystical Sand 2! Guys, we're still in Area 1. And we're already throwing down monsters that were stronger than anything we really ever had in the first game. Just because of fusions. Like, I'm sorry, Tristan is not ready for me. I get Armed Ninja. Armed Ninja counts as a warrior. I think I'll put it in the deck because of that. Bone Mouse, you can go away. Can we use you already? No, not yet. Alright. Change slime, I think. Shogun, Final Flame, Zone Eater, Oguchi, Monster, I probably Bat. There he is. From the Papa, another warrior. Warriors are pretty good for the deck too, so. Although, unfortunately, we really didn't draw into anything all that spectacular. We'll throw in the Masked Clown here and hope we just get one of the cards that we can use to fuse it. Hey, look at that. Let's go, Zombie Warrior. We got here Pot the Trick. He is a rock. We do not have any female monsters, but I can always check if they make Mushi Warrior. Other than that, it really isn't a particularly good fusion with rock. Although I think the reptile makes something with rock. Haha. What am I saying, guys? I have knowledge of the dark. Okay. I was not expecting Mushi Warrior to look like this in this game, because he looks like a little creeper in the fucking in his actual card art. Here he just looks like a guy wearing you know, dead fucking hide from a animal. Also, he's this is a little chibi man. This is not how I remember my Mushi Warrior. He's not ugly enough. Alright, this is probably not a light monster. Who was Dancing Fairy? Alright. That's nice. Sorry, Minamushi Warrior, you're gone now. Time for Mystical Sand. Also, you know what's really nice? In the over an hour that I've been streaming, no frame drops. No dropped frames. I've said that completely wrong. Now I feel like an idiot. But no, we haven't been dropping frames, which is very nice. Because the first 3 streams we definitely had some issues with that. But not this time, I guess. Boom, Mystical Sand for the win. Oh, yeah, look at that ancient jar. That's good. As for our record now, we're also on duel level 23 now. One more victory against Tristan Taylor, and then we're good. All right, who do we not need? Gucci we do not need. Green Hand I like. Keep that. Probably could get rid of at least one of our mech mole zombies. But zombie is also not that great in the deck. Get him now. 23, I mean it's a cost, but it's not like the tremendous amount per se either. For instance, Griffer is like way worse. We'll put Ancient Jar in as well. What are we making? What are we throwing out? Throwing Mask Clown. To be fair, we don't really have to worry that much. He doesn't really beat over much anyways. Alright, so we get Key Mace. That's cool, but first of all, we're doing this to make Cyber Soldier. Let's go. Look at that. He's fucking ugly as sin in this game, but he's got 1500 attack and 1700 defense. Alright, next up. We throw in Pop the Trick. You make another Mystical Sand. I'm going to go back on something in a minute. But I'll wait for it to come up again. I sort of just realized something. That's gonna be really good. Fiend, you are, yes. Let's place you here. Might not come up actually, thinking about it. No, it's not gonna come up this battle, but it will come up probably next battle. Haha. But hey, we cleared Area 1, that's nice. First of all, you get a Kuribo. Wow. But yeah, now, boom, we've got these 6 lads we can battle. Where's Weevil anyways at? Weevil really like next area? Weevil's actually she's in there. Oh, he's in there. Just not one of these guys. Let's who are we gonna give a try? Not Maker, he's got Vulnerable Monster, or we don't have any Vulnerable Monsters. Let's try Rex Raptor. You might actually have some pretty strong cards. Oh, let's see what he does. Something in defense mode. I didn't expect that, to be honest. Your machine, right? Yes. Oh, it's very specifically a Hinotama Soul. Because here he's got Psychic Kappa. Really isn't that strong either. But it's a little stronger at least. Alright, he killed the monster I was actually going to make some kind of fusion with, which kind of sucks, but... Do you have any... no, we do not have any spellcast. We kind of got an awkward opening hand here, but... This thing's got 1,000 defense, which is actually a decent amount. What else you got? Who are you gonna kill? Honey, wow, that is unfortunate. Because that is once again the monster I wanted to make a fusion with. Gale Dakra. Insect though. Let's just beat over this thing. It's kind of just unfortunate that they're not going for Starboy. You're probably awkward too, right? Yeah. Well, third time's the charm. But they'll probably just go for Ancient Jar now instead of... Even if they have the ability to kill Starboy. Although, he's thrown in some strong monsters. Yeah, goodbye Ancient Jar, I guess. Female monster. Ooh. We didn't have a light monster, right? I'm not really thinking of the elements a whole lot. I was like, seems to be at relatively equal strength as us. I was kind of expecting Rex to already kind of just throw out things like Domazaurus and Little D. Who are like, Little D's like 900, Amphosaurus with that 1300. Okay, here comes something strong for Kageningen. Kageningen is a fiend. Got 2 queens doubles. 5 wards, that sucks for us. The thing is, he may be Earth, but he's... Like, he needs to be a rock for it to work. Well, now we're losing, or, well... Now we have something we don't beat over very easily. They really don't be wanting to get rid of Starboy, huh? Probably means that this thing is a... Ah, Scheiße. That is not good. That is not good. A little too late. Ah, that's unfortunate. This card would have been able to feud. It's looking a little rough, put it that way. We don't have many light monsters anyways. Like, we got a few. We still have the 900 strength, thingy-majiggy. Skellingle. Oh no, now he's got a star boy. To be honest, for the most part, it just feels like we've been a little unlucky with him constantly kind of attacking the one monster that we didn't want to get attacked. We could still win this, but we just need to draw like the right card like straight away. Like if we can make one fusion, we can probably just win this and turn it around completely. But this point, what's he got? What did we get? Another mech mole zombie. Who would have thought that? Well, technically it's just better for us to just crash into it. Wind Cleaver. Salmon again. I think we lost. That's a shame, really. This was not impossible. Like, if he just didn't attack my fusion material 3 times in a row, or if we just do something that was a light monster, if we also didn't draw a single light monster to take care of Kageningen. Alright, let's try Mokuba instead. See if he's any more difficult. Well, here's Shadow Scout, we'll throw you in there. We'll throw a White Dolphin in there too. What do you got? Pungi of the Mosque. That doesn't bode well for Mokuba because that's a pretty shit monster. Machine Fish might make something though. If we don't get anything more concise, I will try to. Yeah. Yeah, let's fucking go. The Dark Arts work for me again. If only we could have gotten something like this in the previous match. Let's throw you in there, Met Mole Zombie. Aha. Yeah, he does not seem very difficult, Mokuba at least. He does have Korogashi that kills Magmol Zombie. You know, if there are certain type of monsters we really don't need in the deck, then it's these fucking insects. Bat. Maybe he can be a meaningful monster for us. I mean, like, the one benefit is that it's a machine monster. So it's at least got some fusion options, but we beat Mokuba and he seems quite easy. He gives vile germs. I mean, you know, it makes plants stronger. Like, vile germs in combination with, like, Flower Wolf or Queen of the Autumn Leaves would be really strong. Slime Toad, let's go. You're probably an Aqua, yeah. But you're the GOAT. Also, we have no Thunder monsters yet, so that could also be an issue. No rock monsters. Let's throw in Mr. Fish. Who knows? Maybe we can make Wild Zombie. I mean, Wild Zombie, Wild Warrior. To be fair, Zombie plus Fish could make Eating Shark, now that I think about it. If we don't get a Warrior here, we're making Eating Shark. Guys, we're making Eating Shark. If, I was gonna say, but, okay, never mind, it doesn't... I was hopeful there. I was hoping it was gonna make, Firecracken. But they might not be strong enough, or Firecracker might just not exist yet. I don't think they're strong enough. Flame Ghost? A fire. Okay, it's. Okay. Uh-huh. I was thinking, hey, let's go, Flame Ghost. Flame Ghost has, I think, at least, like, 900 attack? But no, it's Fire Reaper. Ooh. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Fire Reaper now. Yeah, that gotta hurt you. Not Blackline Fire Dragon, an ace monster. I don't think they're gonna make something together. Alright, Aqua and Griggle, the Grixter, the Griggler. Should be able to win next turn. And everything's kind of pointing towards being able to beat Mokuba pretty easily 5 times in a row. Yeah, Zombie plus Beast. I can't imagine that that will make anything. Earth and Zombie, I don't think will make something either. We're gonna put in Haniwa, but it doesn't matter. This is gonna kill. Goodbye, Hane Hane. And then my fused Fire Reaper, which it's not that worth it to make Fire Reaper from it, but it's something, I suppose. But we win Starboy. Interesting. Not particularly useful, but it's there. I feel like facing Mako is kind of like not the choice. You know what I mean? Beast Warrior. Beast plus Warrior. Would that make something? Uncertain. Let's just throw a little Chimera there and hope we get something next turn for it. Giga Tech Wolf, sure. Do your thing, McMole Zombie. Something I forgot to show is you can do this, right? Make fusion. Zombie warrior, very cool. You know what I can do now? I can just throw up this guy as well. You can do 2 of them in 1 turn, which is pretty brilliant. And I've so far forgotten to do that because it doesn't feel logical. I do wonder if we can now draw 2 cards or 1 card at the same time. If we draw 2 cards as well, it's really overpowered actually. Oh, we do draw 2 cards. That is really good. I'll say, it's a little overpowered to be able to just... I mean, technically, you can do multiple fusions in a turn, then, I suppose. And to be able to draw multiple cards out of it, too, is just like, wow. Sure. Kagemusha and the Blue Flame, that's actually a fairly solid card in terms of stats. Also Warrior, we'll put that in the deck. A straight 800, can't complain about that. Yeah, we don't really need Sinister Serpent. There are not that many Pyro monsters anyways, right? Like, I feel like I don't desperately need to worry about Pyro monsters. You are still too strong to put in the team, although Griffle really isn't that good either. Like, the 1200, 1500 is actually not really that great to have, right? Like, when you think about it, it just makes him a good chunk more expensive. Although we can add like 90 points of deck cost into our deck still, so we don't have a super expensive deck or anything like that. Let's call over a Curtain of the Dark Ones because he's a spellcaster and is, if not defeated, is gonna give us something really good here, which is this. Wishioni. Together with that, we will throw in you know, Thomas Hole. And we made the right choice. Alright, goodbye, Hinatama Soul. Fuck the Jam. Melting Red Shadow. Fuck the Jam's pretty strong, let's put him in there. Scalangle, cool. Griggler. Griggle. Get him, Wishioti. Alright. Don't really have anything to make some sort of amazing mix. You're very, very... I don't think we have a Fairy Fusion I know of. To be fair, Fairy plus Warrior might just make Celtic Guardian. Probably makes Celtic Guardian now that I'm thinking about it. But I'm not 100% sure about that one. Probably could have tried it there. I can't believe I've lost. Here is Eye Armor. Eye Armor is what a warrior, an earth Why not? Let's put that in the deck. Instead of... we'll throw in one mech mole zombie away. Do we also have like a spellcaster in the midst? No, we do not. Make you for in Skellingle. And time to kick this guy's teeth in again. Alright, we get a Earth Warrior and a... Let's just look if Warrior plus Fairy does end up making Celtic Guardian. I'm not 100% sure about this. It does not. But it's good to, I think, figure that stuff out in battles like this where it's not crucial or anything like that. Could make me a Mushi Warrior if we want to. But instead I'll make a Wishioni. Who knows, maybe we get to even make another fusion if we draw into something interesting. Alright, what do we draw into? Honeywell. Alright, well now we can just do both. And we can throw in something else. Mushi Warrior and Pyro might. They might make. They don't make. It's fine. It's honestly fine, right? Like, it's good to know. I'd have assumed maybe Pyro plus. It's probably Earth and not Warrior. That's the issue. I was hoping they'd make. It's because he's Earth. If he was a warrior with that amount of strength, he probably would have turned into Flame Swordsman. Alright, we beat this little twerp 5 times. We get offended 1. He's got 900 attack. That's quite good. Or shouldn't have minus 700, but he's a spellcaster and is not terrible. Let's give Recaptor another go. I see Legoul, and I don't need Legoul at all. He's fending Duan. Let's put Bat back. Alright, maybe this time we get a bit more lucky. Let's just start off with Eye Armor. Cool, Firegrass. Sucks for us. This time at least we've got like Kagemusha of the Blue Flame to at the very least have a strong monster here. Seeing something nice here. Oh yeah, the Kagemusha as well. I'm thinking we're not likely to be able to keep Ancient Jar on the field though. No. Although Interestingly enough, he went for the kill on Thingy instead. Alright, what would make sense? I have to put in Hinotama Soul, I think. Just wait a turn. Just hope he doesn't get another Aqua monster. You just always want to go after my weakest monster too, that's annoying. He always goes after my newest monster. It's just that we don't have any Thunder monsters and we're at the moment just not drawing any 600 plus monsters. We have a couple of them. We definitely do. We most definitely have a couple monsters. But it's interesting to know that he always goes for the newest monster. Kinda sucks, honestly, because like, we don't really have much we can fusion Kagemusha with. Until he just picks up another water monster or aqua monster and then we're fucked. God, can we like not just get a fucking monster that is over 550? We have plenty of monsters too to do that with. We have plenty of monsters. Like genuinely plenty of monsters. This is just like incredibly unlucky. Fuck you, game. Really, you're gonna give us goddamn Hinotama Soul? Look, we get the one. We've gotten two 600 100 monsters, right? We've gotten 3 monsters in total. That's over 550. Or all 3 pyro monsters. Finally, jeez. Go away, Starboy, you bastard. Lala Leon. Great. Well, there goes that. Who is that? Serpent Marauder? I'd be honestly surprised if like Mole Zombie manages to survive this. He doesn't because he's got Kaminari Kozo. At least that time we can just finish it off with Element. Okay, well that's unfortunate. Mask of Darkness. You know, we got a bunch of monsters that could fuse, but we just can't get a monster on the field for more than a turn. Particularly annoying because he targets very specifically your newest monsters. Alright, finally. Well, now the tide's changed. I don't know how many dream monsters he's got. That's right. That's fucking right. But the trick Do your thing. Amazing, he immediately died. Okay, never mind. He still goes for the kill, no matter what, which is bothersome as hell. Phantom do one, let's go. Fortunately, we're not really winning this because of fusions. We're winning this purely because we actually drew into something strong. Alright, nice. Finally, we get to do something like this. I think he's gonna have a difficult time at this point. I swear to God, I feel like I've already taken care of literally all of his pyro monsters. We'll put you in defense mode, though. Man-eating plant. Yeah, they really don't want you to get it anything up. They're much more, the AI is much more privy to attacking your monsters that they can finish off than just putting stuff in defense mode. Which, you know, it's both its positives and negatives. In one sense, you can manipulate the AI, of course, but in another sense, it's also kind of just annoying. At least I can build a giant-ass army now. Embryotic beast. At least we won. Got Gorgon Egg. Fiend though. 1300 defense is good though. I'll try Puppeteer of Doom though. Or Ventriloquist of Doom. Alright, what are we like thinking to get rid of? Well, Chimera, no, you're good. Inotama, Tentacle Plant. Here, Shadow Scout, Curtain of a Dark One. Key Maze, Fiend's Hands. I think we literally only drew the monsters that weren't strong enough, like Slime Toad. I was thinking with the other slime monster, but I'm looking back here and we have plenty of monsters that should have been able to take care of the opponent here. I guess now it's time to get rid of Bat. Don't know where Gorgonak would be though. What's this? Thunder Kid. Oh, or he's not called Kaminari in this one again. Interesting. Here's Gorgon Egg. 1300 defense could still be useful. Too bad he's a fiend monster, so he can't really be used for like fusioning. Alright. This could be really good. You'd think, you know, pyro, like a low pyro monster with a low plant monster would make firegrass. That would make sense to me at least. Oh no! Not Serpent Marauder. Kagamush with the blue flames is not bad. This seems still an Aqua though. Despite I believe it's actually an Earth monster in most of the other games. Which, you know. Yeah, that's okay, Skellingle. This guy's a little stronger, but we got a good opening hand with Mystical Sand. Try Fiend Hand. Like, unless it comes with a Dreams monster, like, we're pretty solid for this battle. Sangan. Alright, he's not easy. I think we just won because he just didn't draw into something really strong in the first turn. And, like, purely for that reason did we not lose this battle, because otherwise he's actually got some pretty strong monsters. So Man Eater, alright, kills with specific shadow. Got Gorgonag, that's cool. I don't think Road Spectre of Dawn is in this game, or at least not its fusion. Because it wasn't in Forbidden Memory, so I can't imagine it being in this one. How could I lose to you? Don't get carried away now. Mountain Warrior. That is 600 attack, 11,000. It's a Beast Warrior. Yeah, Beast Warriors don't have great fusions either, to be honest. It's a decent card, but... let's give... I don't know if this is Para or Dox. I'm Dox. I'm the younger brother. You aren't leaving until you beat me 5 times. This guy is gonna be potentially really tough, though. I can kind of sense it. Maybe. Okay, 900 with Dokorozo. Is that a shadow monster? No, it's Fiend. Sucks for us. Who knows? That might just be like one of his weaker monsters too. And what do you have? Oh, Silver Thing. All right. All right. Lad is not an easy opponent, I suppose. Also. It feels like we're really dependent, at least against these guys who are clearly stronger than us, to have a fusion on the first turn. Otherwise, like, not really much we can do. Like at the moment, we can stall out with Gorgonag, I guess. Mechanical Snail. I stand corrected. Yeah. Black Light Fire Dragon, go brrr. He could also just throw a Dreams monster in now, but he does not. Goodbye, Dokorozo. I know you're tough. Put you in defense mode. Are you a Fiend or a Pyro? Fiend. Flame Manipulator. Yeah. We use Pyro. We can take care of him that way. So obviously, if we can only take care of one monster at a time, we're kind of just at a stalemate. Dark, King of the Abyss. I think at least. No clue who the other monster is, but he's probably strong enough to kill. Yeah, I think Time Wizard plus Blackland Fire Dragon would make would make Thousand Dragon. I'm not gonna risk it because I think otherwise we just lose. Let's do a little bit of damage here. So I'm assuming he probably doesn't. Actually, never mind. I was gonna say, I'm assuming he probably doesn't have something strong in a Blackland Fire Dragon, but then, like, you know, I'm assuming he likely does have fucking, like, Cassidian or something like that. Get your Earth. Do your thing. Haha. Didn't think you could do that, right? Twin long rods. But, yeah, it's clear that he's clearly stronger than us. Alright, so twin long rods is what? A fiend? Yeah. You know, it'd be cool if, like, for one turn you didn't decide to attack. Like, the thing is, right, if he'd go defense mode, we'd be able to actually, like, build up a board. Damn. Princess Tsurugi. Too bad we really don't have, like, you're a decent monster, Phantom Duan, but I'm afraid that, you're probably not even surviving the turn. This guy's got a bunch of monsters for like 1900 and 1000. Alright, first time you put something in defense mode. When you don't... the first time you get a monster that doesn't, like, have the ability to fuse with anything. A bioplant, okay, that makes sense. You go defense mode, Masked Clown. Okay, that figures as much. King Fog. There's a shadow, okay. We're winning! You're double fiend, right? Yeah. You're spellcaster. Do we know any spellcaster fusions? Unless we get Ancient Jar. Spiked Snail. Maybe he gets an Earth monster, you know? Maybe he doesn't immediately get rid of little fuck Chimera. God damn it. Jinzo. Could have probably made Metal Dragon. But I'm not taking that risk at the moment. For this battle, I'm not taking that risk. We were facing like Mokuba, I may have taken the risk, but the moment we lose Blackland Fire Dragon, we just lose the match in general. No, why did we lose to a kid like you? Snake Yashi. Okay, I mean, that is 1,000 and 1,200 and a plant monster, so it doubles as like both a pretty solid monster and a good fusion material. So I was initially kind of waiting for Mako until we at least get a Thunder monster, because I assume the opponent is almost exclusively using, you know, how many White Dolphins do we have? One. Seems it's just one. Alright, Melting Red Chat, I'm gonna get rid of you. But I ordered the way to get a Thunder monster, because I'm assuming most of Mako's monsters are going to be fish. That makes sense in my head, at least. Alright, Snake Yashi. Like, admittedly, actually, like, really good card for us. Obviously, the 22 cost is not, like, cheap or anything, but is just, like, let's go, right? Let's get in there. See if we can find it. That's Bone Mouse. God, where is Snake Yashi? There he is. Get in there. It's time to battle Mako Tsunami. You know, something tells me Kagemusha the Blue Flames aren't or isn't gonna survive very long in here. Man, I wish we had something. Muka Muka, that's not a fish. False advertisement. That ain't a fish. That's also not a fish. That's a time wizard. Alright, we may not have a female monster, but we could make a Minamushi warrior. But Mako is apparently also weak sauce. They didn't bother giving him like Fiend Kraken, I guess, and like Great White. And Jellyfish. Alright, Mech Moles on me. Oh no, I'm gonna look if we can beat over Kagemusha of the Blue Flame, because he's a warrior, so we can make a fusion with Mech Moles on me to make Zombie Warrior. Right, nice. So we got a female monster. Alright, let's do this. Should this not, like, tell me, right? Should this not make Armored Zombie? I'm gonna just try it. Look at that! We got Armored Zombie! I'm so fucking good at this game sometimes. Goodbye, Remo Flower. Boom. Sorry, Mako. They decided to not give you any of your good aqua or fish monsters, so... You didn't even get the man-eating black shark. Alright, we got Scalangold, Kimaze, and you guys. Alright, Org, I lost. That's impossible. Next game, I'll turn you into fish bait. What? What? Congratulations, you just got a really overpowered fucking roaring ocean snake. Like, yeah, damn. What's our deck level at? 27, so it's gonna be a bit before we can use that, but that's a really good card. It's a goddamn roaring ocean snake. It's a 2100 monster. So Mako, and from all things considered, it's looking like Mako and Rex are quite beatable. I think we got pretty lucky with Ventriloquist and Dox, but they're definitely not going to be as easy. Rex and Mako, I think, are pretty obviously going to be beatable, and then we're going to have to just look afterwards if we can beat Ventriloquist and Para and Dox. They didn't even bother to change this. It's still like the same order of the first game. They even show you that Shimon's in this game. Give me a second, I'm gonna turn my lights on in my room. Alright. Let's eeny meeny miny mo. I'm gonna go play against Mako because he gave me a better card. Even if we can't use it yet, it'll be good in the late game. As just like, probably not an instant win button, but like, you know, good. Ah, dicks. We got something stronger than Morphin Jar. That sucks. Oof. Now this ain't looking too well. Metabat has... we need to get like a... Not gonna be easy. Alrighty. Like if we don't get the advantage on turn 1, it's hard to really ever have the advantage. Unfortunately. Alright, and the other one is curtain. Okay. Got it. Summon a gun. The worst ending. Why you have to get your 800 monster straight away? You have a couple monsters now though that can beat over that Fire Reaper over there. Look at that. Isn't that fun? Damn. Hasn't D1 would have been decent. To just have generally, but like now, he's gotta go down to the Metabat. And at light, unfortunately, we don't have many light monsters. We've got like 2 or 3. I fucking hate him with his chop axe. This fucking sucks. Get rid of you. Muka Muka. I mean, if we could draw like a Skelengal, okay, Gorgonag, that works at least for for now. AI still does this stupid stuff where he puts everything in defense mode. I don't know, yeah. You go and kill at least Metabat. I thought Metabat had... Oh, it's Fiend. Oopsie. Alright, you do it instead. See, maybe he doesn't have a monster of 800 plus attack now. No, he does not. Let's look at that. Alright. Pumpkin the King of Ghosts is Forest. So... as much as I may have wanted to do it, I'm not going to. Because otherwise, we just lose it to Fire Reaper to turn afterwards. See, and he also has Candle of Fate, so it's all around the smarter decision. What remains could be made. Alright, you can go. Ginger 7, goodbye. You know, you can make fusions as well, you know, in Mako. You know, Tamasol, it's not gonna survive long, but... He's got a surprisingly large amount of pyro monsters for being, you know, the quote-unquote water guy. We'll get rid of Starboy instead. And just crash into it. White Dolphin, alright. I'm gonna put you in defense mode just so you have maybe a chance of surviving. Alright. Beautiful. You go Queen of the Autumn Leaves, is that our best shot here? Looks like it. And neither of these monsters should be pyro monsters. More Zorus. Alright, I mean, he probably throws in a pyro monster just to end Queen of the Autumn Leaves. Ooh. That's not good. Regardless, if he decides to go for Queen of the Autumn Leaf, he can go and, like, fuse other monsters instead. Lala Leon. Although he has used a good chunk of Pyro monsters now, he probably doesn't have many left, right? That's also a way you can look at it. Although I think at this point, even if he has a monster that can kill Queen of the Autumn Leaves, he'll probably choose to kill whomever is just in front instead. Alright. Well, at least we still won. We got Psychic Kappa, whom is, I think, a fish, right? No, it's Aqua. The Thousand Defense is generally not that bad, but Aqua doesn't fuse into much, too many good things. Oh. Well, we dropped their first couple frames there. That's a shame. Because we almost had a stream where we dropped 0 frames. That would have been real cool. Well, maybe he doesn't immediately draw into something that is stronger than Morphin Jar. He does not, and that puts it at a very good spot, because now we can just do this. Get Minamoshi Warrior. Throw in the Guild Dock right there for the Flooded. With a Haniwa. And now let's go for that victory. He does have a few wind monsters, I believe, so like I'm pretty aware that we're not gonna always have the ability to rely on Minamoshi Warrior, but we also got Skellingle, which is nice. 900 is quite strong. Although I do think he's got a few shadow monsters. Just didn't throw one out there. But we're doing damage quickly here. Oh no, gruesome goo. Isn't this guy actually like decently strong stat wise? Yeah, 1300. And we do not have a thunder monster, so I think we're gonna have to crash. Okay, he suddenly had a gruesome goo. It is looking like we're luckily enough gonna have. Yeah, no, we're gonna even beat him this turn, but I was gonna say we're probably gonna have enough to beat him anyways. All right, what do we get now? We won Monsturtle. I think 800 attack, 1000 defense. Kind of so and so for a monster, to be honest. We'll get it instead of change slime. All right, where's my boy Monsturtle? Here he is. Let's start off with just Gorgon. Technical planned, okay. Warrior. Planned warrior makes maybe Bean Soldier. Jerry Bean Soldier. Snake Yashi has potential to be pretty dangerous for the opponent, but of course the danger is obviously pyro monsters. Great Honeymoon's probably not going to survive, but it's like worth a shot. As for what can, I guess, fuse with the plant monsters, it's like a beast. If we get a beast, or if we get a female monster. The one thing that does seem to be the case is that he will probably always target the monster we throw out here before he'd go for Snake Yashi, even if it's a pyro monster. Of course, unless it can beat, unless it can't beat Hinatama's Soul, but can beat Snake Yashi, which I mean might happen. Oh, okay, here it goes for Gorgonite, because I think it's the only thing it could kill. Gorgonite dying is sad, but nothing we can't go without, I think. It also opens up a spot where Ancient Jar, I think, is less susceptible to being attacked. $1,650. To a Purin, okay. We don't even have a female monster to fuse it with. Rock, I don't believe fuses with machines or pyro. A big old waste of time. Doesn't matter, we win this turn regardless. And I think this is what? It's win 4 or 5. That's impossible. Next time I'll turn you into fish bait. What eat Gabone? Eat Gabone's interesting, but yeah, that's still useful. That is still useful at this current moment. Eat Gabone. Let's fucking go. For the 1 cost, it's actually like pretty good. Are you that desperate? What do we? What can we get? I think we can get rid of a Magmole zombie. We're not that desperate for the zombie fusions, to be perfectly honest. I just don't know if it takes an entire turn to set that up or not. Probably does. Frog the jam. Let's go. Slime the toad. No. No. Oh, now we get Curtain of the Dark Ones. That is very unfortunate. You go have some fun, in the town with all. You're probably dead next turn. Spellcaster plus fire might make Flame Manipulator. It's kind of irrelevant because Thomas Hole is now dead, but still. It'd be real cool if you don't kill Curtain of the Dark Ones this turn, man. I'd appreciate that. Awesome, thanks. Alright, you can go and chill too, Star Boy. Oh, he had his own Curtain of the Dark Ones, look at that. Alright, well we have Ushioni, which I don't think he's got many dream monsters, so Ushioni's pretty much in a good spot. Where's Buku? More Earth monsters, who are at least pretty decent. Goodbye, Buku. But yeah, Wishioni kind of clears this. Slime Toad, no! What are we doing? Minushi Warrior. And Hinatama Soul. This is some revenge. Alright, boom, we win. You've only won 5 times because there is no ocean here. You barely have any water monsters, my guy. Beat Snake. 800, 1000, I think? 800, 900 reptile monster. It's got good stats, though. But 17 deck cost is kind of a decent bid. I'll think about it. Our dual level is now 229. Which does allow us to put Griffor in the deck if we want to, but yeah, we've managed to beat 6 opponents now 5 times, and we got some wins on Rex, Dox, and Ventriloquist. Yeah, guys, I think I'll leave it at this for today. With, I mean, it's probably gonna take 3 streams, I'm imagining, to 100% this game, maybe 4 if the late game ends up being difficult. But yeah, everyone, thank you guys for tuning in on the stream, and I'll see you guys somewhere on another day this week. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you guys another time. Good night.